Welcome everybody to another edition of Tier 1 Gaming Live, the 100 Days of Qualifier. We got an exciting match for you tonight. With me tonight, I do got Axe. How are you doing tonight, Axe?
Doing great. Excited to see this matchup. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Just enjoying my Saturday off of work. So you went fishing? Did you catch anything?
I did. I caught 4 trout today, so I'm gonna smoke those up. I'm gonna cook them on Monday for my birthday.
Nice. Where do you go fishing at?
I just went to it's a trout farm. Here in Missouri, there's 4 locations where they breed the trout and release so many each night. There's about 2 months, I want to say like December to March 1st, there is no fishing. And come October to December, it's all catch and release only. So on opening day on March 1st, there was a 9.8 pound trout pulled out of the river. It was massive.
It's a big fish. Alright, so it looks like we're just gonna one server reset here should put everybody on the right sides, and I believe we're gonna be going on 37. Alright.
How's everybody in chat doing? Again, thank you guys for tuning in.
Looks like we got a couple WAM fans so far.
We have TSL versus WAM.
This definitely should be
2 of the heavy hitters in this tournament.
These guys have a lot of good players. I've played against both of these teams, and I will have to say both of them, they got some dang good strategies. They got their stuff together. This is probably one of my favorite maps. I love this map personally.
It is very fun, and I think it's more balanced than some of the Frontlines maps. A lot of people pick Amiens, and it favors one side over the other. This one, there's so many routes. Like, it is close quarters, so a lot of people do have a little. They struggle sometimes with the close engagements, but overall,
there's definitely a lot of good flanking routes on this map. You can surprise people very quickly.
Yes. If you can get on the flank quick, if you wait too long, it just is a waste of time. But if you can get on it quick and establish it, it is so fun.
It is. It's one of the reasons I like this map. I'm more of the close combat type player, so I enjoy the close quarter arrangement. It's a little more in your face. And that's what this map's all about. I love it. Not a big fan of tanks. I usually get smashed by them, so I avoid them. That's another reason I like this one.
Yep. I'm not a very big vehicle person. Here over the last couple of weeks, I've been playing in planes a lot just to have fun, and they're pretty fun, but I still ground and pound.
The aerosol game mode, I actually enjoy that.
I haven't even played it yet.
Alright, it looks like they should be kicking this off right now.
Neither team has spawned yet.
I did think that they were.
We'll get a confirmation.
It looks like 35. They have changed it to 35. So a minute and a half, everybody.
All right. Who all do we have tuning in tonight, guys? Leave a comment here.
So I'm definitely to see how they go. I want to see how both of these teams, very heavy hitters. I want to see how they both approach this flag. I want to see if they're gonna. The most classic thing is obviously to pile up underneath, but I'm curious to see how both of these teams.
Sanji, how are you doing? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Who else do we have here? It's RS Lures. Welcome. I'm going to butcher this one, but Shepster 98?
Shepster? I'd go for Shepster.
It sounds close enough.
Close enough. All right, so we got 45 seconds, everybody. We're going to kick this off here. Now, if I...
Park 94 from TSL, welcome.
So if I'm not mistaken, if TSL does win this, I believe that they will be the champions for the North American bracket, I believe. I believe if WAM wins it, I'm not sure if it forces a three-way tie, and I think it makes TSL face off against Triple V again.
I think I read something. Let's see here. WAM has to win this to force a three-way tie.
All right, we should be kicking this off. 10 seconds.
Close enough? Good deal, good deal.
So looks like we are going to have TSLs in the red, and WAM will be in the blue. And here we go. We got them spawning in.
Messy Gaming, welcome.
As you can see, we got some of TSL already trying to get that flank. Already squeezing around in the back here. WAM's just pushing the bridge real hard.
Yes.
WAM was able to get on the flag early. They're starting to burn first.
WAM was really smart about pushing over to stop this flank from TSL.
Yes, TSL.
Renegade is the last one alive for TSL here.
Yeah, I think TSL just put a little too many people back here on this hill. And WAM they just kind of countered it and stopped them.
It looks like Mr. Blaze is the only one for TSL down on burn. He gets 2. Can he get the 3rd? He's going to get some help.
Some guys.
Success reporting live. So TSL is going to start taking control of this Charlie objective.
Able to push them off. Check that out. WAM's got a pretty heavy push coming in right here. So TSL is able to stop it.
And if you notice, Bismi 08 for WAM was on top of the bridge. He wasn't even detected, and he did get a squad bomb. But he does get taken out. Who is that back there?
Look at this. WAM's able to come on here.
Big fella.
Tito underneath the bridge, finishing off the last guy TSL on this flag. Looks like they wiped him off it. It's already turning out to be a good match, back and forth. Just the first flag here. Got some of TSL pushing in here. See if I can get some of Dominican's finest here. Let's see if he's able to get in here. Looks like WAM still has a few extra players on here. SMG. Dominican's finest taking out 2
a lot of people have been opting for the SMG 08 after that rate of fire buff. It is so good.
Hip firing at close range is just deadly with it. Here we got Dominican's finest able to wipe off a few off this flag here.
It is all TSL right now on this burn.
Let's see if
WAM's going to have to start. They are down on this flank.
Yeah, they got one down.
They take down one. Big fella has a great position, but WAM is doing good with the smoke.
I'm going to get a few guys in here.
Little Tito goes down again.
TSL's heavy on this left side right here. Oh, C4 takes out 2 of them though. We might just see this get burnt right back down. It looks as if it is. Both of these teams are just efficiently able to attack the flag and get the other team off it. But the other team is just as strong to get right back.
I like what TSL's doing. Like when they do get kind of pushed off, they have people on the right side of the bridge towards the Delta objective that drops down into the little valley between and push right back in very quickly.
Yeah, it seems that they're able to keep a guy that they can spawn off of. It's a very smart move, actually.
At this rate, we might not even see a flag capture.
Might just be whoever's got better bridge control. So far, TSL is...
Gingeria is the only one for alive for WAM, but gets taken out.
Starting to lay down AT rocket from back here. And it is just nothing but TSL on here.
The smoke is coming in heavy for WAM to try and cover their concealment push towards the objective. They get a couple people on it. Will it be enough? TSL is still burning in their favor. And
WAM,
it looks like it is now switching back.
this is turning out to be a good match. So we got as an L2 noob here. We got first person view, takes out a couple under the bridge. We got what is it? A Deji Doo-Doo. He's hiding under cover right here. He's got all kinds of flames and smoke and gas on him, and he ends up burning to death. And this is just this is just back and forth here, right? This is getting pretty exciting.
Yes. Dominican's Finest literally just cleared that Delta side of the bridge by himself and is pushed under. If you notice, all of these WAM players just came out of spawn and they're all on fire. TSL did throw an incendiary grenade.
TSL's just
very, very smart.
Just sitting here right here, the incendiaries and gas, and just forming this little wall right here at their spawn and just stopping every attempt they got. Looks like WAM might get through this again. See if they can get it. It's close. And they do. Start burning it the other way. It's just we're watching each powerful offense here just overcome the other team and then vice versa. The smoke is just intense.
What do you guys think of this so far?
TSL's got guys back here bipoded up. Got excellent position right here on the side of this train car right there. I like that.
Big fella's been holding this lane, just keeping WAM from being able to push through that choke point.
Got Black Eagle here just laying on the bridge. Finally gets up and moves. See his whole squad down here. TSL is back on this flag. TSL's got an excellent strategy here, how they form this little line here on the left side. They pile up about 4 or 5 guys here, and they all just throw incendiaries back there. Trying to stop them from, at least slow them down, I guess.
I mean, this has been almost 7.5 minutes, and neither team has really gotten the upper hand.
Not at all. Teams are just so evenly matched here. These guys right here just posted up on this left side.
It looks like TSL is going to be able to capture this Charlie flag.
It looks like they got it.
And they do.
We will be pushing off 2B.
Let's watch these rotations here.
TSL already throwing a bunch of guys back there at the flag, but they do get wiped off. See if WAM can get in here and get set up.
TSL's already pushed that choke point.
We got a whole squad that just bombed in on that choke point. Got a few guys to stop them there. WAM so far they got pretty set up here. Let's see if TSL's able to get in here. Runs in there, takes one guy out. Here it goes. WAM so far is taking control early.
And TSL pushed through that smoke that they put down. They are pushing through that lower choke point.
Looks like they did take over this flag. And right back to WAM.
And Vondervoff is on the high side with his squad.
Yeah, Doo-Doo back here trying to watch this back flank path here. at UT Rockets. Posted up.
WAM did a really nice job there.
I don't see just about any TSL anywhere near this flag right now. We got about their whole team is pushing this middle path. Tons of smoke. WAM's just picking them off one by one as they come in.
Valsalvo does have a good push here on the left side, but he is noticed by 4 WAM players, 5 now. Dominican is on the flag, and it looks like it is going back to neutral flag at Charlie. Great defensive stand there by
Dominican
WAM.
came out and just wiped out the whole side. Everyone that was over here from WAM single-handedly in the smoke there. It was pretty interesting to watch.
Now this is going to be interesting to see because
It's already
TSL,
back here.
just by pushing that Bravo flag, falling back, they're already in a defensive posture. And WAM has got a lot of work to try and push out onto this Charlie
One's got a
flag.
squad trying to flank back here, this back path. And take out one of TSL.
I think.
We got a whole squad back here. They do get wiped out over here by, what's this, by Steg for 1191. Good play.
Now, do you notice Bisme 08 is on the backside here of WAM, or of TSL. He's probably going to go down here. TSL does notice him, but he finally does go down.
He's able to take out a guy or two with him though. Good move.
If I was in his position, I would have held off from shooting players and got a squad bomb.
Pushed.
But it is hard for people to stay off of that trigger finger.
Especially when he's just right there, I know.
And TSL is going to take that Charlie flag and move back to the Bravo objective.
You see WAM's already on their way back, headed back here. TSL quickly got big fella back on that back path there. Able to get sit up on this back hill, but he does get taken down. They got a whole squad coming in on this back path there.
Little Tito gets a 3-piece there to stop that push from TSL down that path. He is going to have a long reload because he is using that LMG 0818, the new one that was released with the Apocalypse DLC. It is a great machine gun, it has a great rate of fire as well as high damage output, but it is balanced by having a slower reload. Now, if you reload it with 90 rounds left in the magazine, it's quick. And also, if you reload it empty, it's faster than trying to reload because you have to wind it up to reload it.
Wow, I didn't even know. I'll have to check that out later on when I play.
It hits like a truck.
I'm not big into the support guns, but sometimes I'll buy pot up and have a little bit of fun with it. It's like WAM so far is probably going to take this objective back.
That new LMG is a close to medium range LMG.
Mm-hmm.
It does kind of bounce around a little bit, but not near as bad as the Parabellum does. And the Parabellum only bounces because of its rate of fire is so high.
I don't have the Parabellum yet. I don't use support class very much. I don't even try. I don't even know what you gotta do. You gotta take out 2 planes to get it or something. I think I saw that and gave up.
Yes.
Not gonna lie.
It's not as bad as you would think. If you get one of the 200 round LMGs, you and another person can do it together.
Gotcha.
But
TSL's already
a
pushing
smart
this
pilot
bridge.
will be able to get out. But if you notice, WAM it's got a squad of 3
Way back
pushed over here. Oh, Yump turned around at the wrong moment there. And Matt Gamer 36 for TSL is pushing up behind.
Catalyst here with that SMGOA. Just showing off how brutal that thing is.
He just sprayed and playing. So, see, this is what
he's playing smart.
Miss Me should have done is he just stayed quiet there. I know he doesn't have health, but it is smart to stay quiet.
That A2 rocket takes out one guy. Does he get...
He gets taken out.
Almost got somebody with that C4.
TSL is not having this flank, and that flank is shut down.
TSL's pretty much got control of this flag. Now, if this game ends up ending back and forth between these two flags, TSL will take it. If it does end up over at the green flag. But we'll go to a draw if it ends with this middle flag, if I'm not mistaken. TSL does take the flag there. And TSL already does have a guy here in the house at the objective in the corner. Catalyst does take him out.
Oh, he gets... And if we, at the end screen, if we don't clearly know who's going to win, just remember the U.S. side is WAM and the German Empire is TSL. And that's how we will be able to differentiate to declare who the winner of this round is.
WAM's pretty much got this flag on lock. TSL's having trouble getting in on this objective.
I would say that this objective is one of the hardest in this map to take.
But they do have a big flank pushed here all the way from the next objective coming in here.
Yeah, they went up to the alpha objective to push
they have
around.
Like two spawns here for the spot flare. See if they're able to do something.
Let's see if this, and this is what I was talking about with the flanks. If you can push it early and establish it, it could be very detrimental to the defending team.
The sniper back there just laying in shots. Lionheart Fury. This is back where WAM spawns. They just completely took this over.
And that's what they had to do.
I got Wonder Waffle back here.
Let's see if they stay up.
Wonder Waffle laying low, giving his teammates some spawns. Very smart move here. They still got guys back here. They're not able to get in still.
Catalyst is going to come up behind him. Let's see if he gets him. And he does. Great job by WAM defending that flank. That was a very strong flank by TSL.
WAM getting set up on this flag though quick. Look at this. Set up underneath the bridge. Got little Tito down here.
WAM knows that they have to push TSL spawn to take this center flag. And by this time in the match, the teams know what the other side's strategy is.
Pretty much. You know where they're going to be.
So it does make it harder.
Yeah, because you both know where each other's going to be at, where you're coming from. And a game of wits at that point. TSL is just all over this bridge here. They formed that little line up there at the front at WAM's main spawn there. You just kind of hold them back long enough to take most of the cap. Here's Dominican's finest again. Enjoy spectating this guy. He's good. He does get dropped though the second I start watching him. Wiping off people coming in. I was taken out by Kimos out.
I think he got a little too aggressive.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta lay low for a minute, try to let your team spawn on you. And look at this, WAM able to move in on this flag. They're starting to get the burn here.
And I think the reason behind that is, if you notice, TSL is already setting up for the Bravo flag. Big Fella and Dub 316 are just waiting.
They are.
So that does kind of put TSL at a disadvantage with numbers, especially if they stay over there and stay quiet. It looks like
Right now it's not working.
Big Fella is pushing back to bridge.
You got PWD, the DB114 back there still. WAM is starting to get the better of him on this flag. It's going to get interesting if WAM is able to push back. We're going to see a different objective so far. Big fella just hiding out right here on the
And
bridge.
we are at the 20-minute mark of this round. Big Fella is the only one alive on burn for TSL.
Just right on the middle of the bridge, ready to make it.
TSL is pushing from the right side, but WAM will capture, and we will be moving to the Delta flag for the first time in this round.
This is probably my favorite objective on here. It's just there's so many different ways you can come in on this flag. Come down from over these mountains, these two little side paths, either or. As well as you got two paths back this way.
Lures, you're right. That was a big cap for WAM there.
WAM pushing heavy down this path right here. They do got, looks like they might have a couple guys in on this objective here. TSL set up on top of this middle mountain right here, kind of overlooking it. WAM does get two people in here behind him. Takes a
Gingeria and Intrinsic Parity.
wipes out the guys up top. WAM's got a heavy push back here from your spawn. They're just kind of posted up right now, not really getting anybody on like TSL's. Let this flag back down.
Intrinsic Parity needs to lay low. He is on the back flank, but he is going to shoot and get taken out. PW gets a quick snipe.
Rampage Streets here trying to. And he gets taken down by Deji Doodoo.
And if you notice, what TSL is doing on this left choke point, a lot of teams don't push up to stop that push.
True, very true. TSL just got the more numbers on this flag here. Looks like we will probably go back to the C flag.
WAM needs to push, and they need to push hard right now.
I think they're going to be able to pull it off.
It's going to be too late.
And it goes back to Charlie. We do have a couple WAM guys. We got one WAM squad already set up back here underneath the bridge. As well as back here in the spawn right here, we got some McFly. But he does drop.
It looks like Catalyst has switched over to the Automatico.
We get a little close quarter.
But he gets taken out.
Close quarter action now. TSL's got 3 guys back there up on those cliffs. 2 snipers.
Capture objective Charlie.
Looks like WAM is they got the burn early here.
Lures is saying WAM pushed Jedi from this point last night. Yeah, I did hear about that today, that it was a good matchup between them. I think what I heard was WAM ended up winning that scrimmage last night.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing as well. Neither of these teams are, they ain't no joke. TSL's is starting to get this burn back again now.
I just like how TSL, how they set up. They'll have like 2 or 3 on burn, and then they just really try to push the flanks to keep WAM from pushing in from their spawn. And WAM is in a real tough bind right now with the way this TSL is set
A
up.
lot of guys over here. Just kind of bunched up right now, not able to get on this flag. And TSL, they're also very spread out. They have a couple guys on the back of the bridge, a couple of guys way out there in the map sniping, a few guys underneath, a guy on top. And they do take this flag and they push right back to the Bravo flag. See, Mr. Blaze is all the way back here, already up on this little mountain, spawning in his whole squad here. And TSL's already pushed up on this flag. WAM coming from the next objective up here.
Patch you up.
And Blaze is, I mean, he's using a shotgun. He gets taken out. He did take a couple with
Want me
him.
to patch you up? That's first aid for you. You want those wounds patched?
Capture objective butter.
Slim Shady and DigiDoodoo is using
We got one guy from WAM.
AT rockets. They're just spamming them.
We got one guy from WAM back here who's hanging out all the way in the next objective, kind of stopping TSL players as they pull off a back flank. We got Catalyst up on the front row here watching this back path. Catalyst two-piece with the dynamite. Fly takes that rubber off the ring. Oh, what a grenade just launches his body. TSL's,
WAM's doing a good job of defending this flag.
looks like TSL's kind of, they might feel that they're going to lose this one. They're already setting back on the C flag with a good little position here, trying to stop anybody from WAM coming through. Four guys bunched up down here in the bottom. And he's going to push back to the C flag. Yet again, folks, so far they are favoring this flag. Both teams are starting to know what the other team's going to do. They're just set up waiting for them to come. So those two can execute it better.
And with rounds that drag on like this later in the rounds, it's going to be exhausting for these players.
Very true.
Capture objective Charlie.
So we have just over 7 minutes left of this round.
We are still at
And
the
I
first
do
objective.
not see this going to telegraphs. I don't see it going to telegraphs at all.
I don't think it's possible at this point. TSL again just has WAM all the way pushed back in there. They even got guys all the way back here watching this back flank. And they do lose the flag. It's amazing how WAM can just get one guy to sneak around the side and get a decent squad bomb in. And they just kind of push up and take it. Actually quite effective at it. But Wonder Waffle comes and takes two of them out. And two of them into the bridge. TSL
Slim Shady is trying to hide behind the flag on top of the bridge there.
didn't work too well for him. TSL's got this flag under control again. Just 6 minutes left. We're feeling this just might end right here. I have no idea who's going to win this. This is so close. Do you even think that you could pick a clear-cut winner at this point?
No, not at all. It is so closely matched. It was very huge for WAM to get on TSL side of the board here. It's just going to be so close. We'll find out in just over 5 minutes.
See if we can get back on this flag first. TSL does get pushed back here. WAM's got a couple guys waiting for him.
But if you notice, I think TSL is in a great spot right now.
A couple guys over here on the side of the mountain back here. They have quite a few players already on this objective ready. They almost seem to have WAM pushed back like WAM's have done the last few times we've been at the objective.
We have a TSL player, Stag. He has 82 kills at this moment.
Capture objective.
That is a ton of kills for one round.
83 at this point. Wow. You see, TSL is just all over this objective right now. This will be big for TSL if they get this flag right here. Looks like WAM. They've come in, they've stopped, and they stopped it. Just in time. Start burning this flag right away. That would have been a huge capture for TSL if they would have got that flag. Looks like they might go for it again right here. The next map should be fun too.
Hope we didn't jinx this success. I don't think you jinxed anything. This is just two hardcore teams just going head to head right now.
I mean, it's almost a stalemate. But TSL they got another chance to get this. Like I said before,
This will be huge for TSL.
Almost seal it. Looks like they just might get this. WAM's got a big push coming in to see if they can get it in here. It looks like they are not.
WAM will not have enough time to get players on the board. So for the first time, we will get to the last objective,
Alpha objective. Right
flag
here.
objective that is, of this round.
This one you got to have really good control getting in this bunker. And watching that bunker. Looks like TSL does have a whole squad coming on this flank on this backside here. See if they can get in this bunker. A few WAM players are waiting for him. We got Bisme right here. Does get one.
That's an enemy medic.
This is the stuff I love.
TSL is pushing from trackside.
And then a whole squad that came around there.
First aid, take it.
So I love this kind of
Got me.
action right here.
Medic needed.
Yes.
Capture objective apples.
And Mr. Blaze switching him just in time to watch his body fly. And he gets revived. See, WAM's got a huge amount of players on the outside right now watching this flag. TSL's trying to get in here.
Lewis, whether you're correct or not, try not to be negative with our comments, man. I know you probably didn't mean it that way, but
It looks like WAM's going to successfully push this flag right back to Bravo.
so we have 1 minute
You
left.
think there's enough time to get this flag back to Charlie? I don't think so.
No.
If I'm not mistaken,
No, because it'll take like 30 seconds just for the flag to become available to be captured.
so if I'm not mistaken, if it ends on this side, that does mean TSL will have this first map. On one hard-fought battle that ended in a matter of time.
So in 10 seconds we will know, guys. Remember, WAM is the United States side and TSL is the German side.
And it is
And
TSL.
TSL will take map number 1 by one flag. If WAM was able to stop that capture on Bravo,
They could have ended it in a draw.
the teams would have been tied.
That was one hell of a first game. Went the whole distance. It's like WAM does gets the highlight squad there.
And let's see here. Steg ended with 90 kills.
A couple players down there in the 60s as well. Catalyst finishing with 71.
They had, and Dominicans had 85 for TSL. Catalyst, you're right, had 71.
Each
Young
team just
had 59.
Each team just putting up numbers. It was just like one offensive battle.
And if you notice, there's only like one player. I want to say I see none for TSL. Oh, yep. So each team only had a couple players that did not go in positive KDs that round.
Crazy. But I mean, good effort, both teams. I mean, it was just back and forth. So I'm curious, this next map, Novell Knights, this one, I do like this one for Frontlines, even though it's very, very spread out, and snipers do adore this map. I personally do like this map. My maps are very aesthetically pleasing to me.
What's up, Pete Dog? Level 70 dropping 85 kills. Pretty sick. Yes, sir.
So for this map, it's going to be TSL is going to be on the German side again. WAM will be the French side. So they are on actually correct sides right now. Looks like they're going to be going at 36. Both teams ended up on the right side, so this should start off quick. We ain't gonna have much delay on this one.
Yeah, I would agree that I do like Novell Knights more as a Frontlines match than a Conquest. Like, the Conquest is just a circle constantly.
Yeah, exactly. It does span the entire map on here, so. And I just like the way the map looks. They do excellent with the map play and everything. I think they look very pleasing. Looks like we're going to possibly kick this off here in 45 seconds. So far with TSL taking the first map. If TSL does take this map, that will give them the victory. But if WAM does take this, it is going to force another map, and I believe we are playing third map if we get there, Suez. That's everybody's favorite map. I think we're going to go here in about 10 seconds. This first push is pretty crucial. And there we have it. They're coming in. TSL is going to be in the blue, and WAM will be in the red. Definitely a much more.
Here they go.
Definitely a much more spread out map here.
Yes, there's far more lanes and angles that you have to be aware of.
TSL's got huge dominance up here in this upper part here. TSL seems to, WAM seems to have gone back this direction here.
Well, it looks like both teams have the same idea, you know, split it 8 and 8 and go opposite sides.
That's about what they did. I don't see anybody in the middle.
And the cap radius is kind of large for this Charlie objective.
Yeah, it is rather huge. WAM so far looks like their little pack that they had down here seemed to wipe off all of TSL. Now this map's going to be a lot of snipers on this map. They're just using those medic rifles long range.
And Sanji, what I think he was going to say, what he was trying to say by tie is for WAM to win this round to tie the matchup, to force it to Suez. I don't think he was trying to say that this round itself on Nivelle would be ending in a draw.
TSL's got a push right over here. WAM's got one guy, he didn't make it. Little Tito's left, so he takes Little Tito down. So TSL's got a couple guys over here on this right side. WAM does take the Charlie flag. I believe that is going to push us up to the Bravo flag up here. This one.
And yes, you know, the center flag, they have a lot of angles.
Not
but
so much.
On either side of the Charlie flag, there's so many trenches that it can be very, very hectic.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to be unpredictable because there's only so many ways that teams are going to push. It looks like WAM is pushing far right, far right or far left, depending however you're looking at the screen here.
They do got a little pack coming right up through the middle here next to this horse.
Capture objective butter.
You got, what is this, Cade Brandon, I guess, was on the horse. Bailed off of it. WAM does got a big push right here through the center here. You got one guy that seems to be hanging all the way in the back. This flag though, there's not quite as many angles. It's got a lot of cover to it. It's down in the trenches here. TSL is doing a pretty good job of holding this flag so far here. This one you can capture, I believe, like all the way down, almost to here. This one's got a pretty big capture.
I do wish in spectator mode you could really see. I don't think you can. That you could see all of the cap radius. Cannot.
They did push this flag right back up to the Charlie flag here. WAM's already got a few guys set up back here to try to see if they can stop TSL's push. There's a lot of ground to cover on this map from flag to flag.
Yes. Nivelle long like a lot of the other maps as far as distance, but overall area, it is still very huge.
Capture
Very
objective
huge.
Charlie.
There's a lot of cover too, a lot of broken cover. So you can find some pretty wicked angles on here.
Yes, from all the artillery shells that have been fired here, creating divots, fallen trees, destroyed buildings.
One of the reasons I do like
It
this
is a
map.
very, very tough
I
map.
do like this map. TSL looks like they might be getting the better of the players on this side of the flag here.
It is appearing to be neutral, but now just swinging
TSL
in
favor.
TSL's favor.
TSL now is taking over this flag here. They are definitely trying that approach. No one's really going through the center of this map here. It seems to be a push of half the team on either side of this objective here. Now it seems TSL is wiped just about all of WAM off of this flag. WAM's starting to get some spawns here in the middle. See if they're able to get a push in here. Team here in Catalyst's view here. See if
Là, une
they
troupe de
can
secours.
get this push.
Je suis blessé. J'ai besoin d'aide.
So TSL
But it looks like TSL is going to capture this.
and pushes back here to this D
And they
flag.
do.
D flag is very difficult. It's got a very odd capture radius with all these trenches that extend way out back here. It's a lot of weird, interesting routes that you can cover this thing from. I wish you could see the capture radius, because yeah, it extends way through all these trenches. TSL, it looks like they got kind of the same strategy going on this one. No one really coming through the center. They got a big pile on each side.
Capture objective Duff.
It is in TSL's favor right now. It's going to swing very quickly, though.
There's going to really spawn over here on this side. WAM does have a very big clump over here on this side. I'm not sure if they're in the capture radius, but if these guys were able to push up, they could possibly push them off the flag. TSL's got very good control of this thing right now.
It does appear that WAM does have a few players on burn, but they are severely outnumbered here.
TSL is getting the better of it.
Little Tito is kind of just laying low here. He's going to get one. But WAM is just not going to be able to get into it in time. And TSL is going to take Delta. We'll be moving on to the Echo flag, which is the last flag capture point for this side of the map before we go to the telegraphs.
You can see just the whole the amount of land you got to cover on this map once you zoom out here. A very large map. You see spot fares flying on each side of the map. We do got a couple of snipers back here. It's hard to say who's got better control of this so far. We're about to find out here. It's already burning in TSL's favor. Seem to wipe all of WAM off of this side of the flag here. WAM does got a pretty big push right here. See if they can get in here. Got got Slim Shady here.
Summers, I'm not quite sure who chose this map. Was this WAM's or TSL's pick? Do you know?
I'm not too sure.
Let's see if I can find that information out for you real quick.
No idea.
I think it is TSL's pick.
TSL right now.
That is correct. So TSL did pick this map. And they take Echo pretty convincingly easy.
They did.
So they got 40 tickets to arm and destroy both of these telegraphs. The thing about it is these
They got
telegraphs
a big
are
push on each
not
of them.
very far apart.
We got a big push on both of these right here already. Lionheart, headshot.
These telegraphs are 35 meters apart, and that is it.
They're really that close?
Yes.
I never fully did realize that. They got that same strategy going. They got about half the team. Looks like they're about to get the arm on Bravo here.
And they do have a player right outside of Alpha as well.
We have armed objective
Little
butter.
Tito. See if Little Tito can get in here and get this
They are arming
defuse.
it.
Looks like Little Tito might pull off the defuse on Bravo here.
We have armed
It
objective
does look like WAM will be able to
The defuse Bravo.
disarm.
Alpha, they got a couple. TSL's got a couple players dug in, covered in smoke. You can never tell if there's anyone there.
I like what Big Fella was doing. He wasn't trying to stop the disarm. He just kind of waited there
Instantly got another
until he
plant.
defused it and then armed it back.
We have armed
pretty good
objective
move.
apples.
Now, with the fact that TSL currently has 3, they're going for the 4th arm right now. For WAM to have a chance, they would have to push directly back across and get the same amount of arms to cause a draw on this. And they get Alpha.
They got it.
We have taken out objective.
They have the beat burning right now, but it looks like WAM might get. They are going to get this defuse right here. And we got 15 more tickets to try to get that plant
The
again.
enemy has diffused objective butter.
Big Fella has not left that Alpha telegraph location yet. They have not been able to wipe him off. You're going to see a bunch of flares, a bunch of smoke come out.
Bunch of gas. You're going to see it all. So far, they are keeping them off this flag, though. Catalyst trying to preemptively throw some dynamite down in here.
TSL does have 9 tickets, 9 lives to get this arm.
It's hard when this is the only one
Big
you
Fella
got.
is pushing behind. They are going
Oh,
for
but
it.
he gets him with the dynamite.
Renegade can't push up right now.
Oh,
They-
he's got somebody on it.
Who is that? Brit?
With 5 tickets left.
Brit born US
Nope.
grown. He gets taken out
Two
too.
people with the dynamite stopping the plant. Only 4 tickets left. Rampage Streets, if he just jumps in there.
I think they're gonna play it safe
They are
and
pushing
just
back
let it
in.
go back to the Echo flag. Because let's be honest, right now TSL can stay where they're at and send a couple people back and stop WAM.
TSL's already got their guys all in this position. Dominican's finest posted up here. Wi-Fi up here. Oh, taken out with an AT though.
Capture objective A.
WAM is trying everything they can just to get back into this round.
There's just all out warfare in these trenches.
Sie dürfen dieses Ziel nicht kriegen, verteidigt es!
And trying to hold down over here. Looks like they do get in. See if they can push forward and start burning the flag in their favor. Wonder Waffle here to stop him. And he does, he effectively stops that one. The neon hats. TSL is again getting the better of this flag right here. Looks like we might end up pushing right back to nope.
Nope,
Eat my
it
words.
just-
Eat my words there. WAM does get in on this right side here. They are now starting to get burned in their
Very
favor.
strong push by WAM.
And TSL does effectively kind of pushes them off and takes it right to get the control right back. Most of WAM's guys pushing right
gotta-
through this trench here.
You got to think that these players, like, going through their mind that they're mentally exhausted.
Absolutely. After a good hour and a half of just solid competitive gameplay, when you're just evenly matched up, going back and forth, it's very mentally exhausting. But it's really fun.
WAM's got a few more seconds to push in to stop this burn, but TSL is going to be able to hold them off long enough to push it back to the last telegraph.
Yeah.
They have 40 tickets to arm one telegraph.
This is where it gets
And
hard.
I do
right here.
suspect that you will see Dynamite being surrounded all over that Bravo objective.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta funnel down this little tiny corridor to get this plant. And you have their entire team protecting this one area. It's difficult to get in there. TSL does have a nice little push here. As you see, Dynamite's is a three-piece. And Limpet charge from Wonder Waffle. If he can get in there and maybe get that arm, he's got a chance right here.
I think he's trying to set up a firing line.
Wonder Waffle
Let's
does
see
get
here.
knocked off. Oh,
We have, and there, as I called it, there is the Dynamite once again. All right, now is their chance to push in. Renegade is pushing right now.
looks like he does get the plant.
He does get it armed.
TSL does have a lot of players around this flag.
We have
They
armed
might be able to
objective butter.
protect this. The artillery comes flying in. Oh, it's mortars. WAM does have two mortars set up right here. Just dropping straight onto that flag. Little Tito gets a double right there. See if they can get in and
And
get the defuse.
they are, it does look like they're going to be able to defuse it
They do get the defuse.
just in
Only
time.
13 tickets
They had
left.
about
Used objective butter.
They had about 5 seconds left before it blew up. Great defensive stand there by WAM. And the fact that there is only one IMCOM left, or telegraph, excuse me, it does make it easier to determine where the attacking team is going to
Well,
come from.
TSL does get this point
Lionheart
again.
slides in
We
there.
have armed
Underneath a
objective
cloud of
butter.
smoke. Let's see if they can protect it.
The mortars are going to come in. The dynamite's going to be coming
We
in.
got a couple guys. Nope. With
Renegade gets a 3-piece. That's going to be huge for TSL.
that three-piece might have just saved it.
It looks like a 4th of July going off here with all
Yeah,
of this
I know.
explosions. Bubby is not going to be able to save it for WAM, so TSL will win this matchup with a 2-0. We will see if the teams are going to play this third match after being a solid hour here. A little over an hour of gameplay. So we will wait on confirmation. Let's look at the kills here. You will notice that the kill is significantly lower due to the map being a little more wide open.
More spread out.
Good game to both teams.
I'm waiting to see if they do want to go to the next map. Still waiting on a confirmation here.
It does look like WAM has dropped a few players. We might not play this third round, which it would not change the outcome of this match. TSL is dropping players as well, so I would assume that we will not play this third round, and that will be it. TSL picks up the victory in a hard-fought battle.
Very hard-fought battle. Very hard-fought battle. So does that mean TSL wins the entire championship?
No. They have to play Triple B.
Gotcha. All right, well, thanks for everybody for tuning in. That was another qualifier match for the 100 Days Offensive. Appreciate everybody hopping into the tune, hanging in there. Until next time, this is Axe and Karate signing off. Everyone have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone.
Okay.